You want to learn how to make Comet's hot cocoa? Well, look no further because today we're going to do that right now. But every pony, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, let this clip remind you of something that happened at the end of Chapter 6 in Generation 5.
Do not know what to think about this.
Here, try a few of our favorite flavors. Okay, let's see. We've got apple cocoa, raspberry cocoa, hay milk cocoa, jumping jelly bean cocoa.
Yeah, I would do that too. Flying jelly bean. I gotta get that.
Jumpy. Salty cinnamon cocoa, snowflake shaped marshmallow cocoa.
So with all that in mind, I thought the most delicious variant was the salted cinnamon cocoa. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and make this, every pony. Seriously, you can make it too. There's a list of all the ingredients that you need. And let's get cooking, every pony. So our journey is going to begin with these ingredients. We're gonna try to work on the salted cinnamon part first before we're going to even approach the cocoa. For this, you're gonna take these ingredients in a certain ratio that you see there and mix them together, and that should look something like... Come on. Yes, everybody, we're putting salt into this. There we go. Almost there, just a touch more salt, ponies. Now, of course, we're probably going to need more of this, but I'm just showing you, ponies, sort of the ratio you should be ending up. There you go. Get a little more salty. There we go. And now you do these. You just shake it, and there you go. That's it. It's in there. Seriously, and the cinnamon floats on top, but you can definitely see the crystals of it go in there. And we ponies are going to put this aside and make the second part of this. And after stomping it a little bit, you'll end up with something like this, and we're gonna put this aside. I want you to put this in the refrigerator before we use it, and then we're gonna move on to the cocoa and chocolate side of this mission, eh, pony? And here we go for the cocoa part of this, every pony. They called it hot cocoa, not hot chocolate, so cocoa powder is gonna be a little bit more, but we're gonna spice it up by mixing in chocolate in, and the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna crush the chocolate. We're gonna use the back of a knife to stomp it, and then we're gonna put both of it into this bowl that I still need to clean, and then we should end up with something that we're gonna sprinkle into the milk as we cook, every pony. We're gonna try to make cocoa powder on rainbows, every pony. So the chocolate is in. What I did is actually refrigerated the chocolate before I put it in here. That makes it so it won't melt immediately. So of course we're gonna now infuse this with, come on, yeah, there we go. Cocoa powder gotta go in. A lot of cocoa powder. And yeah, ponies, what I'm gonna do is take the back of the knifey, and then we're just going to, yeah. And we're gonna crush this, every pony, and I'll see you in just a bit when I've done everything. And ponies, here we are. It isn't as crushed as it could be, but that's fine. It's going to melt slowly. If you wanna really, really blend it up, you can go ahead and use the smoothie machine from last time. But other than that, we have our two main stars, the salted cinnamon mixture and the cocoa that's got some chocolate ready to go. All we have to do now is set up the milk, and of course you're gonna do some spicy with it too. The one thing I forgot to mention, you want to let this come to room temperature, this cocoa mixture, every pony. We come to the milk section, so we have some heavy cream and some regular milk, and we're gonna mix these in a 1 to 3. So for every cup of this, we're gonna have 3 cups of milk, every pony. We're just gonna put this into a pot for now. We're still not cooking anything just yet. Actually, 2 cups is enough. But ponies, the way I measure this is I just literally go ahead and use this cup with all the cream in it to measure. That's how I can be precise. So ponies, we're gonna mix this and stir it, but most importantly, I'm gonna start simmering it, and you want the lowest temperature. You do not want to make this bubbly at all. Pick the lowest possible temperature and then slowly start simmering. And I have to say this, but stoves are dangerous. Okay, with that out the way, let's begin simmering, and we're gonna set this up. We're gonna do mise en place, every pony. Gonna be professional on it. Also, in the meantime, while it's happening, we've already garnered some stars for a potential garnish. A lime, maple syrup, chocolate syrup, and some glaze off of a donut, ponies. Or you could just make a white chocolate glaze and hope it both works. But ponies, sometimes we unicycle around here, and today is one of those days. Okay, ponies, it's starting to warm up, but I just want to tell you that we made a little bit more of this. You can see it's a little bit taller, and I think we also made more here. We put about 3 more pieces of chocolate 1 tablespoon, or I think 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I think we just basically almost doubled this. There's like 50, no, I think it's less. I think it's about 33% more ponies. And I think with that, we're going to be facing about 1 whole liter of milk and cream every pony. So this is going to be interesting. And of course, if we want it more chocolatey, we can add more. But it's always easier when you're making food to add things than to take them away. Once the chocolate is in the milk, it's in there to stay, ponies. All right, let's see if we can actually get cooking. Oh boy. And the milk is just on the verge of becoming so warm that we get skin. We don't want to go any higher than that, every pony. I've already turned it down, and now we introduce the cocoa and chocolate mix. The cinnamon comes later. First we're gonna all in, ponies. Gotta go all in, ponies. And now I have a ladle, and I'm just going to stir this mixture until it becomes homogeneous. You're gonna have to stir this a lot. This could take anywhere from up to 10 minutes, ponies. Be patient with this one and you will be healthy. We're getting there, but I'm gonna show you, ponies, something. Here's a bit of chocolate. Yeah. I got it up here. And you can just see how quickly these melt, every pony, because we were very careful and see, this is a big one, but because we made it smaller, these are gonna melt very quickly, ponies. So once again, I'm gonna keep stirring. I've been doing this for about 5 minutes, but we're gonna keep going. So ponies, we're about 7 minutes in, and every pony, look at this. You can see those little specks. Those are little bits of chocolate that still need to melt. We're still not done yet, ponies, but we're getting there. We're getting there, every pony. And we're slowly starting to get somewhere, ponies. Oh, this is so dark, ponies. I like it. I don't know if you can see, but underneath this layer of cream, if I like just stir it a little bit, you can see how dark this is going to become soon. Once all of this is melted away, this is going to be one hecking amazing cocoa. But every pony, while this is still melting and while we're getting to the end, we can already proceed by coming to this wonderful lime and taking a couple of stripes of zest, every pony. And zest is the green part on the outside. You do not want any of the white parts. And here we are. Look at these. Now you've been wondering, what are you going to do with a lime and a cocoa? You're going to see it's going to be part of a topping at the end. And I used a potato peeler. You see on the right to do it, ponies. There's a few ways. Do not do this with a knife, otherwise it's careful. But ponies, real quickly, look at this. Progress. We're almost there. We're almost ready to serve this thing. So ponies, you can see it's almost there. Most of the chocolate is gone. This is where we add the cinnamon, salt, and sugar mixture. Here we go, ponies. All of it has got to go in. All of it goes in. That looks like a lot, but remember, this is 1 liter, and this is going to have to go in, every pony. So I'm gonna once again begin stirring the whole thing, and then once we're done, we're about 90% of the way there of being finished, every pony. Oh, this is shaping up so good. Look at how chocolatey this is. I already know you want this. Unfortunately, you can't come through the screen. Equestria forbids these things, ponies. So ponies, at this point, you could basically, just call it a win by letting this sit there for 2 more minutes and you win. But we're not basic. We want to go over the top. That's why we're going to use these. And these are going to soak in the cocoa, but we're going to be coating them in this lovely maple syrup, every pony, and of course these are going to be garnished at the end with something else. So ponies, let's coat them in maple syrup, and then we're going to put them in. They're going to float in the hot chocolate, every pony, because now we don't have to stir it this much anymore. And ponies, this is what you want to do with them, and now you just slowly, gently lower it in there. And once we've done it, we're also going to do it with the spoon itself, ponies. We're just going to add a hint of maple to this, and of course we're going to let the zest stay in there so we can get some of the delicious flavor right into the cocoa, every pony. And there we go, ponies. This is going to go in, and then we are going to notch it up on the temperature a little bit, every pony. Oh, look at that, ponies. All I have to do now is wait, and then we win, every pony. It's literally wait and win. So ponies, I'm just gonna let this sit like I said, but we can of course prepare the plating process. And so I took some of the glaze off of the donut, And that's gonna go into the cup on top, and we're gonna of course garnish that with some cinnamon and cocoa powder to finish this off and make it look real fancy. So I think, ponies, we're just about at 20 minutes. We are almost there, I think. Look at what's left. This is your final product, pretty much. You see swirls of cinnamon with your hot chocolate. That is pretty good. And you can definitely taste the salt and the maple syrup. Sadly, taste isn't something you can transfer through media yet. But ponies, just like in an operating theater, we are just about ready to serve, ponies. I'm gonna wait about 1 more minute, 2 minutes, and then we're gonna put this in and make it look delicious, ponies. So, ponies, once again, we have gotten just a little much heat. You see, you don't want your cocoa to get skinny, so... But at the same time, because it's now warmer, most of the dark spots that we had from all the cinnamon is now gone, and we are probably seconds away. You hear that at the bottom scraping? That is some of the salt. You want to crush that. We're just gonna keep doing this motion for a minute, and then it's gonna go into the cup, ponies. And I think we've pretty much done it. Look at it, ponies. This is ready, and now gonna make sure that you do not get any of the lime pieces, but of course if you want to be orderly, you can just go ahead and scoop them out. Okay, let's get one of these. Perfectly does it. And now in you go. Come on, new leaf. Oh boy, I'm not good at these things. Yeah, come on, there you go. You see, we already got done partial progress over there. Do that 4 more times and you're able to begin doing the topping, every pony. Well, ponies, look at this. It's almost done. All I'm gonna do now is put this in carefully, and there we go. So, ponies, do you not want to taste this? I know you want to taste it. Don't lie. Because liars don't get this. Okay, ponies, I have to go for a taste test. Alright, ponies. Oh my gosh. Wow, I need to sit down. You can definitely taste the salt and the caramel out of this. But of course the chocolate complements this perfectly. This is so good. And you know what goes good with hot cocoa? You guessed it. Cookies! Yeah, cookies solve everything. Alright, ponies. I consider this a very wide success. It looks gorgeous. It is delicious. The flavors are complete knockouts. I really wish you ponies could taste this, but this would make Comet proud. Comet. Isn't he adorable? Wait. Ponies, I should probably make the outro, otherwise this cocoa's gonna get cold. Yes, it has nothing to do with Comet. Okay, ponies, seriously, look at how glossy this is. This is so many things, ponies. The salt is so good in this. Look at that. You can peek underneath the cinnamon surface. My gosh, and it's also fatty. Like, it has this oiliness because of the chocolate that we used in the cream. It is glossy. It is so good. Ponies, let's see if it survives the test of all tests, and that is dunking test, ponies. Roll, ponies. Oh, this is so good, ponies. I'm gonna share this with my siblings, ponies. You should come over and get some too while it's here. Look at this, ponies. You know this is literally just gonna send you to Starlight Ridge, right? Comet would be proud of this, I tell you. Oh boy. You can even taste the hint of maple in this. Oh, ponies, I tell you, that tasted every bit as amazing as it looked. It had salt, it had cinnamon, it had sweets, it had cocoa, it had chocolate, it had maple syrup, it was oily, it was so delicious, ponies. But I tell you, it is easy to replicate. You see, there's not many complicated ingredients, and I think most of this stuff you might already have at home. But yes, I think Comet would be very proud and happy with what we did. And seriously, he's such a snuggly pony and soft and everything. Oh. Anyway, ponies, of course this goes well with some cake, and maybe we're gonna try to cook some other things, but we're gonna see about that. And let us be inspired by things that come on the show. Alright, ponies, but I suppose with that, I thank all you lovely ponies so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Remember, ponies. Oh, Comet and Izzy are so awesome. Totally my favorite ponies. Also, when I see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel to be notified whenever there's a new video. And there's new stuff for every single day, including Pony Tells You. Don't be afraid to cook. You never know what you could be making right now. With simple ingredients, too.